Nick Ashew here with the DMV. Nick Ashew here with the DMV.
Has concluded.
The DMVSTREAM.COM player.
Sean Parker along with Nick Allison.
I always wanted to play volleyball in college.
Cordova trying to dig it out of the board. And they score!
One of the most historic presidential elections to date. 3 young men here at DeMatha Catholic High School have their chance to write their piece of history and go on to play at the next level here at DeMatha Catholic High School. Bob Trossett alongside my buddy Marcus Helton of DMV Elite. We are super fired up to be here. College basketball season is right around the corner, and 3 young men really have a chance to shine today.
Yeah, days like this are always fun, getting to see these guys move on to the next level, and they're joining a very, very long list of DeMatha guys who have moved on to play at the college level and beyond.
And we chatted about that before. There's 17 DeMatha grads who went on and currently or used to play in the NBA. What an incredible stat. You think about Oak Hill, you think about DeMatha, they're right in line. What does this school mean to you?
It's fun. I mean, everyone, when they think of this area, when they think of basketball, DeMatha is one of the names that always comes to mind immediately. And, for good reason. They have 17 guys in the NBA. They're going to have maybe another one joining them very, very shortly. Markel Fultz, who was here last year, is at Washington now. It's success. When people think of DeMatha, they think of success.
And let's get right into these guys. Let's start off with DJ Harvey. He's headed to the University of Notre Dame. He joins a long cast of guys formerly who played there at Notre Dame. What do you expect from him going into this year?
DJ's a guy who's highly touted coming in, and he's lived up to that. I mean, he was the first freshman to start here since Adrian Dantley in 1969, 1970, so it's been a long, long time. And, there haven't been a large number of freshmen who've been able to come into this program and play right away. And he did that, came in, with a big name, had, 20-plus scholarship offers, and ended up at Notre Dame, which, like you said, has a DeMatha connection. There's been a long list of people, including Mike Bray, the head coach, who have connections to the program.
And you take a look at some of his highlights here, clearly explosive off the dribble. What else does he present with his game?
Well, defensively, so athletic. So, going into Notre Dame, that should be an area he'll be able to contribute in immediately on the defensive end. And he's gotten better in a variety of aspects. His offensive game, his jumper and mid-range have all improved since he first got here.
We'll get to notable alumni later on in the show, but can you speak to the impact that Coach Mike Bray maybe potentially had on his decision?
Oh, I'm sure it helped. Having Jerian Grant, who was here before, who's in the NBA now. Another in a list of DeMatha guys who have gone there. I know they had that relationship, and Notre Dame was in on him early. They were one of the that first group of schools that came here, and I'm sure that connection helped quite a bit.
All right, let's talk a little bit of Josh Carlton. The 6'9" center is headed to UConn. It's a big deal. What do you expect from this guy headed into the next level?
I'm expecting a breakout season from Josh, actually. He's one of the guys who I've kind of pinpointed as a guy to watch. Obviously, that's not saying too much. That's not a big secret. He's going to UConn. But I think, coming in here last year from North Carolina, he didn't really get a chance. There's the adjustment coming here from a school in North Carolina. It's a totally different world, totally different level of competition. He was still able to flash, but I don't think he was able to show his all-around skill set last year. And I think this year, he's more comfortable. He's been here for a year. They should expect big things out of Josh Carlton this year.
He had 6 Division I offers, elected to go with Coach Kevin Ali, who has clearly had quite the wealth of experience between the NBA and at the college level. What do you think went into that decision?
UConn, when we're talking about, programs that mean success, I think when kids look at UConn and they look at, Coach Ali, who was able to come in there and win a national championship not too long ago, they see themselves primed for success. When you go in there and go to that program, they've sent tons of guys on to the NBA. That definitely helps.
You take a look at some of the highlights here. Clearly a rim protector.
Yes.
What else is so special about his game?
He moves really, really well. For a kid that size, sometimes guys who are, that big, there can be some awkwardness around him, but there's none of that with Josh. He's real fluid, real smooth, moves real. Defensively has great, hands on the offensive end. Like I said, I'm expecting a big year from him this year.
All right, let's get to a little bit of finesse, shall we? A little bit of guard play. Mr. Ryan Allen, he's headed to the University of Delaware, just up the road. What do you expect from him going into a big year?
Oh, he's another one continuing a bit of a pipeline there. Delaware has connections here. I'm expecting a big year from Ryan. He's another guy who is in this long list of DeMatha guards who have been here, and I'm expecting another year out of him. He's another guy who was able to do, really good things in, a limited kind of role last year. I mean, he played a lot, but I think this year, there'll be more on his shoulders, more expectations, and I think, he's going to respond.
And you and I, just prior to the show, we were talking a little bit about the impact that Markelle Fultz might have had on his game last season. Obviously, he went on to play at the University of Washington out west. What do you think it was like splitting time with him?
Well, I'm sure that helped being able to play with a player of that caliber. Markelle's projected by some people to be, top 5, in some cases the number 1 pick in the NBA draft next year. Being able to play off him, I'm sure helped. This year, it's his show to run, Ryan's show to run, and he's, like I said, his cousin is Terrell Allen, who was at Drexel and is now at Central Florida, another DeMatha point guard, and he's helping the family legacy there too, as well as the DeMatha legacy.
All right, we've pretty much hinted many times throughout this broadcast so far just how deep of a network DeMatha is in college basketball. Let's start to talk a little bit about the notable alumni, because we already mentioned Notre Dame, we mentioned Delaware. There seems to be a network that's continued year in and year out and passed down from generation to generation.
Right. Well, we talked about when you've had 17 guys going, I think 17 was our count, who have moved on to the NBA. I mean, that says a lot about your program, and that's why, college recruiters come here year after year after year, because they know they'll always be able to find talent, always be able to find players who, will accept whatever role you want to ask, fit right into your system, and play well.
All right, Marcus, a lot more to come here. Let's step aside. We'll be right back.
That's a heck of a job right there. He froze that linebacker in the hole with a subtle dent. Both teams in this ball game lean on both of their tailbacks. It hasn't really been a perimeter game. You can see right here on a replay, making a move right there in the hole, getting outside, beating the in-man on line of scrimmage, tip on his way for the touchdown.
A great determination there. I thought he was going to be forced out just short, but stretched that ball across.
Hey everybody, and welcome back into National Signing Day here at DeMatha Catholic High School. Bob Trossett alongside my partner, Marcus Helton of DMV Elite. We're just about set to get things underway here. 3 young men have the chance to put the ink to paper here, so let's give it over to them. Gentlemen.
So welcome to our signing day. Signing day is always such a happy day, so nothing but smiles are in order. But thank you all for coming. I'm Tom Ponton, the Director of Development here at DeMatha. I'd like to point out our president there in the back, Father James Day. Father, if you could just wave. Father's the president, Trinitarian here at DeMatha High School. So without further ado, our head basketball coach is entering his 15th season. He's done an outstanding job. He's coming up on his 400th victory as the head basketball coach at DeMatha High School. Year in and year out, we're nationally ranked and certainly among the top teams in the Washington, D.C. area. He's done an outstanding job following the legend, Morgan Wooten. So without further ado, our head basketball coach, Mr. Mike Jones.
We're going to start with a quick, our relationship with USA Basketball. One of their video guys who's never been present in person at a DeMatha basketball game was able to put some footage together of these three young men that we're honoring here today. So they did a good job of putting this together. It's about a minute long. We're just going to show that as we get started. So once again, on behalf of DeMatha Catholic High School and our basketball program, I want to thank everybody for coming to celebrate these three young men today. This ceremony is something that we look forward to. I know one of the goals of the young men that do decide to attend school here at DeMatha is to get one of the best educations they can get anywhere. And obviously our student athletes have the challenge but also the potential to one day receive a full athletic scholarship to go to college. And we're very proud of these three young men who represent us so well on and off the basketball court and being able to achieve that goal. Ryan Allen, a senior here at DeMatha, he comes from a strong lineage of DeMatha men. He is the youngest of the crew coming through. His dad graduated from here in 1986. His uncle graduated from here in 1983, and his cousin graduated just a couple of seasons ago and is a redshirt sophomore at the University of Central Florida. We're very proud of Ryan. Ryan has been on our varsity team for 3 seasons, a starter last year and this year, and we're very much looking forward to him being the leader for us this year with the point guard, at the point guard position with the ball in his hands. Congratulations to Ryan. Next up is Josh Carlton. Josh has been with us. This is his 2nd season with us. We were very pleasantly surprised when an opportunity with the job came about for his family, and they moved here from Winterville, North Carolina. Obviously, anytime you see a young man that is 6'10" walking to you doing your basketball coach, you get excited. But Josh has done a really good job of being just a great young man and fitting into our school's culture. Hasn't always been the easiest process, but he's kept his nose to the ground and he's really fought, and he's having a great senior year thus far, and we hope he continues to do so off the court because we know he's going to get it done for us on the court. So we congratulate Josh. And then thirdly, we have young Darren Harvey. Darren's been one of the few guys that has been able to play DeMatha basketball since his freshman season. The unique thing about DJ is he is the first freshman to start for us here at DeMatha and has started for all 4 seasons since Adrian Dantley. That's a lot of pressure came with that, but I think DJ has done a really good job of just being himself, working really hard, always being one of the guys that wants to be in the gym and improving on something in his game every single season. Obviously, ending on the right note for all 3 of these young men is going to be something that we all have the goal of doing this year. And with DJ, Josh, and Ryan all together, having that leadership, we're very much looking forward to a strong senior season for all 3 of them. And we're very proud to have DJ go down in history as one of the best DeMatha basketball players. So we congratulate DJ as well. We wanted to give each of these young men a brief moment to say something. So DJ, you're first.
How you doing? First, I'd just like to thank my family. You know, this is a dream come true. I just want to thank you for sticking with me. And, you know, all glory to God. This is a dream come true. Also, I'd like to thank my teammates, you know, for now, new teammates and also former teammates. And then also our two seniors that haven't signed yet or verbally committed yet, John McCray and Jabari Humbert. Just take your time. Your time will come. Just thank you again.
First, I just want to thank God because without Him, none of this would be possible. My family for providing me the opportunity to come up here and span my basketball career and improve academically. And I'd like to thank the DeMatha staff, Coach Jones, you know, and Kevin Ollie for providing me the opportunity to go to this fine institution and, you know, continue my career, and my teammates for always being there when I'm down and I'm up. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming and showing their support. And I want to thank my family, my extended family, my teammates. Y'all have always been there to push me. I want to thank my coach and his coaching staff. They've done a good job of me since freshman year, preparing me for this moment right here. And thank you.
So obviously it's no secret because all these guys have committed publicly in the last 6 weeks or so. But if I could have the Allens come up and stand behind Ryan as he signs his letter of intent to attend the University of Delaware. And if I could have the Carltons come up and stand behind Josh as he signs his letter of intent to attend the University of Connecticut. And if I could have the Harveys come up and stand behind DJ as he signs his letter of intent to attend the University of Notre Dame.
Actually, so you've got to grab a pen, okay, and put it down to the paper, and then actually just look up and put the pen on the paper and then look up. Look it up, sir. This way. That's the best picture right there. Smile. Yeah. Well, we get everyone in there. That's good. Okay.
We get you guys to put your hats on.
So again, look up if you don't want to have to.
Hey everybody, and welcome back into DeMatha Catholic High School. Pen has been brought to paper for three young men here, and Bob Trossett alongside Marcus Helton. What a humbling moment for these gentlemen.
Yes, definitely. I mean, this is always fun to see. I mean, for a guy like me who covers basketball all the time and sees kind of the amount of work that these guys put in on a daily basis for years, being able to see events like this where they've got all the family present, I mean, it's really, really cool.
Surrounded by friends, family, teammates, faculty, really, really special here. What do you think's going through these guys' heads?
For a lot of them, I know they're glad it's over. The recruiting process can be really long, really daunting and stressful for a lot of these guys. Things change on a whim. So I know making it official and having it finally over, and now you know where you're going, the next group of guys you're going to be playing with and coaches you're going to be playing under. I know it's got to be a great feeling.
We're just getting set here to be joined by each one of these guys momentarily as they just sort of come to terms with what just went down. Really special moments here at DeMatha Catholic High School. But first, before we get to the players, let's get to the main man himself, who was a huge reason as to why these young men have the opportunity, and that's head coach Mike Jones. Mike, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
What do you think's going through these guys' heads right now as they just went pen to paper on something that they've dreamed of since they started picking up the basketball?
I think, first of all, they're excited, and I think they're thankful. We really appreciate you guys coming through and participating in this with us. Gave it the big-time feel that I know these guys know that they deserve because they've worked hard for it. But ultimately, they feel great, but I think their parents feel even better because they know they don't have to pay a dime for these guys to get their college degrees. So, and that, ultimately is what it's all about.
Surrounded by friends, family, teammates, what does it mean to the guys that may not be going on to the play at the next level, maybe Division II, maybe Division III? What does it mean for these guys to see their peers head to the next level?
Well, the great thing about DeMatha is we are pretty good at having guys go through this process, so the younger guys get to see, and you have something to shoot for and you have something to strive for. So I think one of the best benefits for us is to have our younger guys have models that they can choose from. For those of our guys that do go to Division II or Division III schools, again, we're equally as proud of them. They're still going on, and they're going to be student athletes at whatever college or university they decide to go to, and their path is just a little bit different. But we're proud of all of them. So to me, there is no difference.
Coach, I know you've had a long list of guys who've come through the program, who've moved on to the next level. With these three here, what can you say about each of them and what it's been like watching their growth over the years? I know you haven't had them all for all 4 years, Josh just last year, but what's it been like watching them, progress and reach this level?
Well, the cool thing is I've known Ryan since he was probably around 6 years old, so I've known him for a very long time, and being able to see him grow. DJ came to our family the summer before his freshman year, and he's truly been that. He's been part of our family. Obviously, we've seen him grow a ton. And I'm so proud of him just because he's always played with that bullseye on his
right.
back, and because he's been such a highly touted recruit for basically since I've known him, that's had to be something very, very difficult to handle. And then Josh, I kind of alluded to it up there. Josh's transition here wasn't always the smoothest. He and I butted heads a few times because I know that there's a certain level that we expect here, and Josh had to learn that. But he's never been a bad person. He's never had an attitude issue. He just needed to learn the work ethic, and I do believe he's learned that now. He's had his best academic quarter I believe that he's ever had since he's been in high school this first quarter, and it's also an indication for the work that he's put in on the court.
One of the crazy things about National Signing Day is that it comes before the start of the season. So now you as coach, how do you make sure that these guys maintain their composure, take care of business on the court, and then head to the next level at the beginning?
DeMatha is DeMatha. So first of all, the schedule that we provide them to play, you don't have the opportunity to not be prepared and to not be focused on the task at hand. Obviously, all of them, can't wait to get on campus, can't wait to put on the Delaware, the UConn, or the Notre Dame uniform, but they have unfinished business here, and I think they've all have verbally said that, what their goal is this season, and with the schedule we have, if we ever show up not ready to play, everybody's going to know about it because the competition that we have to go against is not going to take it easy on us. So I do know that these guys are doing everything they can to prepare themselves for the next level, but they have unfinished business here that we're all going to invest in trying to accomplish for them.
Coach, the floor is yours. Any final thoughts here on National Signing Day?
Again, just very proud. I'm truly a blessed young man, at least I call myself young, to coach at a place like DeMatha. And that in and of itself is a privilege. I do believe God has, done wonders with my life to put me in a position like this. Then I'm also very proud of the young men that I've been privileged with the opportunity to coach. So These three go on to that. The two that haven't signed yet that will commit to colleges, Jabari and John McCray. Both of those guys, too, we're going to work as hard as we can to get them. And one last thing, definitely want to give a shout-out to Reggie Gardner, who was in our class of 2016, just seniors, just graduated. He went the prep school route, but he, too, has also signed his national letter of intent to attend North Carolina Central. Could not be more proud of that young man for all the sacrifices he made for our success last year.
Congratulations to him. Congratulations to you, Coach, and best of luck in the upcoming year with these guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
And that's head coach of DeMatha Catholic, Mike Jones, here on National Signing Day. Very, very exciting from DeMatha Catholic. And now the Husky has some words for us. Mr. Josh Carlton is sitting down with us, getting set here to talk a little bit about his big moment going pen to paper. Josh, how are you, man?
I'm fine. How you doing?
How you?
What's going through your mind right now?
I'm excited, for the team, for myself. It's just the future is ahead of me, and I'm ready. I'm more ready than I've ever been. Now I finally got the pen to the paper. I can see it more clearly now that this is really happening, and I'm ready to get up there in Connecticut and play.
We just had the chance to sit down with head coach Jones. He talked a little bit about your relationship, obviously coming over from North Carolina. What does he mean to you as a person and a coach?
To me, he was somebody I really kind of leaned on coming up here, kind of being new to the area, to the scene. DeMatha as a school, so he's somebody I look to as a help and counseling. He's very important to me as a coach because he's taught me a lot of new things up here as far as on the court and as being a great person.
Yeah, Coach Jones kind of touched on this a little bit when we were talking to him, but he mentioned, you being new to the area, it hasn't always been easy, the transition. What's been the biggest, what was the hardest thing to adjust to coming up here?
Kind of just finding myself up here, coming from down south, public school area, and transition to a more up north private school scene. I kind of had to find myself within, DeMatha,
right,
amongst the kids, amongst, the teachers and the staff. But, eventually I found myself and I settled in, and I'm really glad I came up here.
All right, let's pretend all of Husky Nation is right here in front of you. You tell me right now what you're going to bring to Kevin Ali's team.
Hopefully I could bring post scoring, rebounding, the toughness in the paint, block shots, and whatever Coach Ali will need from me, I'll be willing to do. Where if I got to sacrifice or add more to my game.
And your final thoughts here, the floor is yours on National Signing Day.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get up there, play. And more before that, I'm excited for my senior season, take care of that. And then from there, it's just the future's ahead of me, I feel I have a bright future at UConn. That's why I chose the school, and I don't feel like there's a better place I could have chose.
Josh, we wish you the best going forward. Take care of business this season first,
yes,
and go enjoy yourself for 4 years.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
man?
Thank you.
Best of luck, all right?
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That is senior Josh Carlton here at DeMatha Catholic High School. It is National Signing Day, and he just went pen to paper just moments ago. What a humbling moment for Mr. Carlton and his family. And in steps one of our guards here, Mr. Ryan Allen. He'll be headed to the University of Delaware. Ryan, we're happy to have you join by us. What's going through your mind, man?
I'm just excited. I'm very excited to join a new family in Delaware. I'm very excited to play for the Coach Eaglesby and Coach Coy, and coach me here at DeMatha. I'm just excited.
Now, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the show. You had to kind of split time, learn a lot from Markel Fultz last year. What was that experience like for you as then he went on to play at the University of Washington?
It wasn't a new experience, one, because I've been playing the two a lot growing up. And it was a fun experience playing with Markel. He's a great player. He's going to do big things this year, and I'm just rooting for him.
Gotcha. Well, now the ball's in your hand this year. So, how much are you looking forward to that, and what did you kind of do to prepare yourself for that role?
I've done countless workouts, putting countless hours in the gym, improving things that people doubted me on doing, like my right hand scoring ability, my dribbling ability, all that. I feel like I've improved a lot on that, and I feel like I'm gonna shock a few people this year.
What will you bring to this Delaware team?
I feel like I'll bring a good shooting ability. I feel like I'm very poised under a lot of pressure. Like no matter what the circumstances look like, I feel like I can bring a lot of composure.
I see you got your wristband there. It says compete. What does that word mean to you guys here?
A lot. I mean, at DeMatha, that's all we do in practice. All we do in open gym. I mean, it doesn't matter like in school. That's like we compete at every aspect in life.
You know, Coach Jones mentioned, you come from a basketball family. You've got, cousins and everyone who's played. What's it mean for you to be at this point after, growing up seeing all that and now to be here yourself?
It's an honor. I mean, playing against my cousin Terrell Allen, playing against my father in the backyard. I mean, it's just an honor. It's a huge honor.
Ryan, we wish you the best at University of Delaware. Take care of business this season and go enjoy a full, successful 4 years. All right, man?
All right, thank you.
Best of luck. That's Mr. Ryan Allen, a guard here for DeMatha Catholic. We really appreciate him joining us, and he just really seems humbled and excited for the opportunity this upcoming season. What do you think, Marcus?
Definitely. I think he seems primed for another breakout year. I know he's excited about having that ball in his hands as the full-time point guard.
Absolutely.
It should be a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely. And, of course, last but not least, Mr. DJ Harvey. I know he's going to have some things to say. He's headed on to the University of Notre Dame, and clearly we've talked about the network several times. What does it mean to be a part of the Fighting Irish?
I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling, especially with the DeMatha connection, especially with Coach Bray. I feel like I built trust over the last 2 years, and then especially playing in one of the best conferences in the country in the ACC. So I'm just looking forward to getting the Fighting Irish jersey on.
It's several other scholarship opportunities. What was it about Notre Dame?
What separated Notre Dame was just the home feel. I visited up there a couple times, and they made sure it felt like home, so it would make the transition a lot easier. And also, like I said, the relationship I built with the coaching staff, the trust, and just Coach Bray made sure that I knew I was his #1 priority. So, just that, and then also the academic side of it with Notre Dame, can't get much better. And then also the alumni base, so after basketball.
Gotcha. Well, when you moved up here, a lot of people knew the name already. You came in really highly touted. You've had offers from you name it. What has this journey been like for you overall these past 4 years?
This journey has been very humbling. It's been up and down. It's been a great experience overall. Just thank God for putting me in this situation. And finally, now that all this is over, it feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. And also, it's just not everybody has a chance to go through what I've gone through. So I'm just happy that I got to experience it in high school, and then now it's time to take the next step.
Just how excited are you for this upcoming season now that this is in the past?
I'm definitely excited. Just ultimate goal of winning this championship, and I feel like this year of all of them, I feel like this is our best chance of winning the championship, especially with 3 really veteran seniors leading the team this year. Really, there's not any excuses, and just making sure we bring a championship back to DeMatha.
DJ, your final thoughts, any thanks? The floor is yours.
I would just like to thank God. I would like to thank my family for sticking with me. Also, I'd like to thank Coach Jones for allowing me to come here, and just also the DeMatha students always believing in me, my teammates, my former teammates, Markel Fultz, Nate Darling, Kellen Taylor, Reggie Gardner. I just hope they all flourish this season. And I'd just like to thank you guys for having me as well.
Hey, DJ, it's our pleasure for sure. Best of luck this upcoming season and the next 4 years. We'll be watching, that's for sure. Guarantee that one. So, again, good luck and enjoy your senior year, first of all.
Thank you.
All right. That's DJ Harvey here at DeMatha Catholic High School. The weight off his shoulders has been lifted, and that'll just about do it for Marcus Helton. I'm Bob Trossett. It's been quite an afternoon here at DeMatha Catholic. We appreciate them for allowing us to do our show from here, and we really look forward to what these young men are going to bring to Division I basketball in just a year. So best of luck to these guys going forward. So for Marcus Helton, I'm Bob Trossett. We'll see you guys next time. Happy college basketball season.